Hey folks, DCT here, and by the look of the title of the video, I know some of you guys are probably just about to unsub or call me crazy or what have you. But if you know me, you know I will probably bring you a very good reason why I think that Sheamus versus Tensai should be the main event at Summerslam. One of the main reasons of this is Alberto Del Rio. The dude has no chemistry with Sheamus at all. Mike Edgeseal's wrestling. When they look at the last match at Money in the Bank, these two had no chemistry whatsoever. I looked at that match. I was like, man, when would this match stop? I did not really feel anything with that match. All I felt was like, hurry this thing up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Because honestly, Alberto Del Rio has took a really big misstep. I think and I don't want to say his boat has sailed on him, but to be honest with you, I think it has for the most part. I think WWE dropped the ball on him when he didn't win the world title at WrestleMania. By the way, great idea to actually have your Royal Rumble winner start out the show. You know, I might do a video about that because, every year now the Royal Rumble winner is basically curtain jerking WrestleMania, which really bothers me. And the only time they do get in the main event is either the the already established main eventers. Those guys, get into it, but get into win the Royal Rumble. But I'll get to that bridge if we get across it. Anyway, let's get back to Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio is, like I said, has no chemistry with Sheamus, lost a lot of momentum. I think he needs to start the ground up for a while. A few with Sheamus, not Sheamus, but Santino Marella, have him win the United States Championship. I mean, hey, have him be like, I am your U.S. champion. I represent the United States better. I am your role model. Something like that. Really bring up, something like that. Because say that, not just he's a foreign heel, what have you, but say that I am one of the top 1%. Build that up, build up that he's a part of the 1%. Say, he's, part of the 1%, everything else. I am a job creator, that sort of thing. Build that up about he is a, like people in America should aspire to me, that sort of thing. Could really freshen him up. And some good matches too if he, hang around mid-card, have something like Tyson Kidd or, Jack Swagger, have him turn face and feud with him, have something to do with Jack Swagger, something, another thing that I think would be really good for Del Rio. Maybe if I'm a little bit crazy, but I honestly think that he and Ricardo Rodriguez should form a tag team, a babyface tag team, so that they, since they all, they have some type of a relationship, that sort of thing, a nice relationship with a good friendship, or some type of acquaintanceship or what have you. And I think that, why not have a tag team with both of those guys? Really boost up the tag division. Have them go against primetime players when they win the belts, hopefully at SummerSlam. And by the way, I'm sorry, but I just can't get those tag team belts. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm crazy, but every time I look at those tag team titles, it's just like they're giant pennies. And I just can't respect a team that just carries giant pennies around. I mean, really, I'm sorry. I know it's a new look. I need to get adjusted to it, but no, I can't get. I mean, they need to get. I don't care. Just bring back the 2 tag belts, World and bring back the WWE World titles. I don't care. I hate that WWE tag team belts. They're bronze pennies, man. I'm sorry. It just bother me, and I just don't like them. Anyway, let's get back to the point. let's come back to the point of video. Lord Tensai versus Sheamus at SummerSlam. Now, I have to say this: Tensai has been messed up. I mean, he should have been built up. I think him debuting with Brock Lesnar was not really a good idea. I think Tensai should have been debuting maybe not as the same type character, but promote him as Albert, come for Japan, drop all the Japanese type stuff. Just have him say, I'm Albert, I've come back, I have come back, and I want to get back, because I became great in Japan, and now I'm here to do one thing and one thing only, is to dominate and become the WWE champion. And become WWE champion, or what have you. And have him just slowly but surely build himself up and that sort of thing. I think they should have done that instead of this whole Lord Tensai stuff, which, I'm sorry, didn't really work. It didn't get the crowd going by him. I mean, heck, everybody's chanting Albert. I had him in crowds last Monday Night Raw. But I have to say this: when Tensai is talented. Tensai is really talented in the ring. I mean, his match with John Cena before he faced Michael Cole, that horrible match, that stupid, embarrassing match. Michael Cole, that useless match, I didn't really care for. I thought that was a really good match from him and Tensai. I thought that was really good. Another match was him and Sheamus. In fact, both matches with Sheamus actually really were good. Sheamus and Tensai have really good chemistry with each other, and it's a shame that you don't see good big guy matches like that. I mean, the last big guy match, and everything else was hypeful, was I think the last big guy match I saw that was Crimson and Matt Morgan. Yeesh. Yeah, and when you have a big man match go wrong, yeah, it can go really wrong. But when you have it go right, Tensai and Sheamus just brutalizing each other. You see the welts on their chest and all that type of stuff. When it's right, you really feel they have really good chemistry, pacing, everything else. You just like, wow. I mean, you look at those matches and you're like, wow, Sheamus and Tensai really do have some chemistry. And even with the Lord Tensai or whatever type of thing they have right now, you could still build up saying he did defeat WWE champion CM Punk and beat John Cena, what have you. They could just had have a favorite four-way. Look like Del Rio was going to win. Have Tensai beat him, pin face, like, I don't know who's a face, say, have say, main event on SmackDown is going to be the new number one contender. A couple weeks back, say a fatal four-way. It's going to be Tensai, Daniel Bryan, Kane, and Tyson Kidd. In a fatal four-way match to determine the number one contender. Kidd gets a nice performance and everything else. Really looks good, but in the end falls just short and loses as Tensai pins him, and then Tensai and Sheamus look at each other down the ramp and everything else. Seeing that, these two guys already faced each other, and it was probably one of the hardest matches Sheamus ever had to compete in. Built that angle up, and if you have that, you can really see some really good drama. Like, say, have Tensai actually beat Sheamus in a tag match or something like that. Bam, you have Sheamus maybe even doubting himself a bit, that sort of thing. And then have at SummerSlam, have Sheamus pick up the victory, but it's close. I mean, just this close, and Tensai could have won a move there or something like that. Heck, I think maybe a bro kick doesn't finish him off. Sheamus hits the bro kick, he thinks he won, bam, he comes right back up. Oh my goodness, Tensai gets back up, 2 count, then hits another bro kick, 2 count again. He's like, man, I can't, you just can't stop him, and everything else. He actually, I'm not saying hits the white noise. I mean, and then after finishing the match, Tensai, like, Sakamoto takes like the ring apron thing off, something like that. That protected cover or the ring, was it not ring? Yeah, the ring apron or something like that. What have you? Tensai hits it, bam, chest thrust hits the metal, and he finally hits a third bro kick, and that keeps him down for 1, 2, 3, and after 3 he kicks out. As you just see Tensai just like, wow, Tensai took everything for Sheamus to beat Tensai, and that sort of thing. You can actually use Tensai, say, you weren't that good, there was a fluke victory, that sort of thing. If actually would be really good to have Sheamus to come out, and if you really want to be dangerous, you can have Tensai win the belt, only for a short time or something like that. Maybe have him lose at SummerSlam or something like that, and then have him win it back maybe at Hell in a Cell or something like that. Because I think a feud like that could really, I think a Hell in a Cell with Tensai and Sheamus could be actually really good. But that's just my personal opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Anyway, this is Dixie Tia. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.